2 of them.
2 of them?
Yeah,
that's
and
great.
Then one of my friends back from their school made it.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, she's saying.
Too high? Too low?
High.
A bit too high? Yes, I think so too. Just a little. And it's great when you can tell. But some kids, they always don't know.
Yeah, that's better.
Alright, so let's see, today is 27th, right? So theory, page 4 and 5. Yeah, good. Then 5. So we're gonna do this right now. And we always do. Remember how to draw quickly? Yeah, so we don't need to like really color it else, right? So let's see. Oh, so 3 measures this time. Okay. So still I'm gonna be playing only 3 times. So try to remember something each time. Do you remember anything else besides that measure? Okay. So see, I made it pretty easy because we have 3 measures this time instead of 2, right? So yeah. So, but you don't need it 3 times. Okay. Okay. Good. So this is page 5. Just 1 page for next time. 6. So we have tonic, subdominant, and dominant chord. So the one we build in the 4th step is subdominant. One built in the 5th step is dominant. And then also you have to remember that those sharps that we have in the scale, we apply them into the chord. So let's say we have scale of G major as it's shown right here, because we have F sharp in it. So this chord that has F in it will be with F sharp. Okay, so just remember that. So this is just thinking of fifths. Here you're gonna draw the build the interval above each given note. The 3rd, 8th, you know how to do that. So you're gonna be building those. This one you're just gonna mark down which one is tonic, subdominant, and dominant. And then here you will need to figure out what kind of major it is if we have a certain amount of sharps. And here what kind of major it is if we have certain amount of
So the next thing would be up here, right? Down.
Yeah, you don't have to draw them one above the other one. Because the interval could be melodic. So when we, let's say, play one note at a time like this, It's melodic, so it doesn't have to be harmonic like when we combine those together.
So you can make it melodic.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
I'll start
All right. So just one page, page 6. All right. So and then so you practiced 30 minutes today, and there's 0 on 23rd. So I'm gonna ask you probably to practice a little more today. Okay.
Does that have to come right after? So I go off from school.
What's that?
I have to leave home early. I don't have to.
When?
Because I come home at like 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like 50.
Uh-huh.
And get everything ready.
Before that, yeah. So I mean, you can practice after lesson. That's actually maybe not a bad idea. Ideally, what I usually would like to see my students, but unfortunately it's not always happening, is to practice a little bit before the lesson, just to kind of warm up, to review things, and then right after a lesson or the same day of the lesson, just to kind of solidify things, so that the next day when you practice, you remember really well what needs to be done and how to play. So that's actually ideal. Okay. So and the next time I see will be the 3rd. Yeah. Right? I think so. Because I'm including today. And then next day, so I think 3rd. Yeah. Alright, so we have number 36 Tamara, number 35 Learn It Well, Gypsy Ronda, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so we're still gonna start with exercises because I want to see how you're memorizing. And either 35 has been taken care of. Mm-hmm. Fingers pretty much all of your scales today. You've played with this. So why do you think it's happening today? Do you have long fingernails?
No.
A little bit some, not all of them, right? So the thing we need, and some of them are a bit long. Well,
I can't cut them easily.
some of them you can, right? So, but anyway, what it is, it's you need to have that strong hook because we have to use this portion of our finger. Okay. Now, there are still some mistakes, so let's try it again, and we'll see if we can actually play with a better hand position. Okay. Let's start again. So, when we're playing 2 notes at exactly the same time, they actually should be at exactly the same time. They are not synchronized. Okay, can you listen to it specifically and see if it's, yeah. Exactly. So that's one of the things we're working on, right? So if you're not playing together, that's that's a kind of lack of skills. So we're working on playing them at exactly the same time. So let's try again. I think it's maybe because of the hand position today we're dealing with this issue. Because this one gives, I would think, that I could be wrong, but I think it's easier to apply weight at exactly the same time into both fingers this way. Exactly. That's much better. Much better. Can you hear that? Yeah, this is also staccato. See that? It's staccato. Yeah, okay. So the thing is, when you were practicing at home, have you noticed that some of the notes are not together? That it sounds like this. No, not quite like this, but I'm exaggerating. So that usually tells me that you're not really listening as carefully. Okay. All right. So, and I know sometimes you might be not kind of like unaware of the things, right? But if we have, just kind of for the future, if we have two notes together or a chord, let's say somewhere, right? So that's see, aim for, so playing it exactly the same time, and maybe that's the reason why we have staccato here, right? Because that's what we're working on. It's one of the things. Okay. Try again. Do you hear that? Okay. Yep. So now can you play your scale with a really nice strong hooks? Do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see what you're doing? You're playing thing like this. So the hook is not really hook. Can you play slowly and really take control of it? Yes. Exactly. So when you practice at home, do you ever kind of go back to slightly slower tempo and then review that and see if you're actually using the right muscles, or you just keep on playing?
I do play in slow.
But that's my question is either you're checking and then asking yourself if you're doing exactly what our goal here on this part is. And what is our goal here on this part? Marching hooks, right? So not just because this is not that you do it like this, but we need that precision. Okay. Quality is what's important. We're not playing this just for the sake of beautiful notes. Of course. Exactly. And it's not that difficult, but you have to really make it clear to yourself what is your goal on each part. And of course, every exercise has its own things, but many things are similar. Like we have, many of these exercises we have marching hooks, right? Right?
Yeah.
There are many exercises we have rolling or circling, right? So let's try it again. Really, really ask yourself as you practice, as you're playing, every single time, if you're doing everything with the best quality. Okay? Nice. Good. Shoulders down. Staccato. Good. Right? Shoulders down. What do we do here? Alright. So because we have to really quickly transfer from marching hooks into legato, right? Into okay, because very often people play so they continue the same technique. It is not. Okay. So can you play it right from here? Of course. Next. You were supposed to fix this? Are you sure? But yeah, that oopsies. You played with this oopsie whole week. Yep. Different person play. But you have to try your best every time when you play, not just when you're here under my supervision, because it's not that difficult for you. Okay, So 36 by memory, obviously, right? And it doesn't need to be faster. This is a good tempo. So, marching hooks. What else?
Rolling.
Yeah, let's call them
Have the chords together.
chords / intervals. Together. So specifically listen to, right? And then there's that one mistake.
F, neutral.
Natural, right? So what measure is that?
Measure
So we have
4.
section 4, right?
Yeah, section.
Yep, that's it. Okay. 35. Let's do that one. Starting with wood looking. Is that the right fingers? Well, yeah, but the thing is, you change finger in here, so that's why I ended up with it. red dots next to the interclouds. So this is number 35, and you need to memorize it.
Okay.
So that's the reason why we're not starting any new ones. What will be your strategy?
Listen closely.
What else? That's not
small section.
Yeah, you're reading what I'm writing, right? Really small sections, so until you actually can play it how many times?
As until it's perfect 7 times in a row.
Don't have it in a row, because that's going to take a really long time. If it's in a row, then it's even better, but that's going to be difficult. So small sections, fix mistakes. Also fingering, that's part of the mistake section. That breathing could be even more. So I think that once you memorize it really well, that could be done better. Okay. So let's mark down those notes you placed correctly.
Big red.
Yeah, I'm keeping them here so that where I need them I can always. So this one for sure.
This one.
This one for sure.
That one.
I don't know if this one is the old one.
Oh, that one. I
let's just put this on just in case. Fingering I'm not marking down with red dots because this is right here. This is not the note, right?
Yeah.
So fingering plus the red dot. Okay. Okay. So this is what you will do for next time, and it will take time, by the way, because you're still kind of not 100% familiar with us, so it will take time. So that's why small sections is the only way how to do it. Okay. All right. So let's go to Gypsy Rhonda. 19 line both hands together. Next 5 separate hands.
Should I start from the beginning?
Next 5 is what? Where's 5? And then what do we have?
And then it's repeat.
Up to where?
And then I used it. So it repeat until.
So because we need to start playing something. Although I would like to cover the rest of that, so you can start working on it. And then by the way, you can always transfer sections into that, right? So okay, so we're gonna jump right away to this part. We're also gonna start combining these hands together to do the minor part. So then for next time, you're gonna play up to here already, both hands together, and this is separate hands. But if it's easy enough, then maybe you'll play both hands together.
Okay.
Okay, so right away to this part. We can start by playing separate hands. How big the sections are? Small sections? Like 4 measures or?
4 measures.
Okay, so then the next one will be right here. Right, and this will be the next one.
Because I like this.
Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's have this one as a separate section. I don't know if we really need it, but anyway.
But this is so no.
No, fingers now. this section. Just one octave lower. Did you know that?
Yeah, I realized.
Okay, so the ending will be exactly the same as this one, just one octave lower. So reading notes is a big part of the learning process, right? So that's why always looking ahead, analyzing. 2, 1. Fingering also will be the same. 2, 1, 2, 4. It's easy enough to be able to process. 2, 1, 2, 2. You don't play from memory the new material. It doesn't make any sense. You have to actually look. I know this 2 is not marked. I can absolutely mark that for you, so then you won't be lost. Because if you look like you're lost right now, it's the same thing as this one. Marching. Exactly. Okay, we're not going to be learning this right now, so go on. Next section. Where are we? Okay, so what was that note we arrived to? Staccato, obviously. Staccato. E and two. Yeah, I would use 1, 2, 4 on these guys. 1, 2, 4. So same thing will be right here because it's identical. Good staccato, not just saying. Chords. And of course, we look at the finger note alone.